What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wrestling Balance. That's right, it's time for another review. So let's do WWE Smackdown, 11th of March 2022. Started off the show with Cowboy Brock. He was out in the middle of the ring calling out Roman Reigns after what happened at Madison Square Gardens. There's no Roman Reigns on the show, so what's the point in watching this show? What is the point? No tribal chief, no head of the table. According to Paul Heyman, he ain't on the show tonight. So I understand why people would switch the TV off, because this show ain't worth shit without Roman Reigns. Let's admit it. Admit facts. This show is nothing without the tribal chief. And it proved it. This show was dead. After this little segment, watching Paul Heyman run down the corridor, looking like he needed to shit himself, being chased by Brock Lesnar out of the arena, that was the end of the show. 5 minutes, a little segment at the beginning, done, finished, over. There was nothing else about this show that was worth watching, worth sticking around for, notable apart from Butch. That's right, we'll get to Butch right about now, because that was the next segment. Butch. 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 My days. They've done it again. It's happened again. It's happened again. Vince McMahon. It's happened again. What have you done? Gunther, Doudrop, Nikki Ash. Anyone who comes from NXT UK gets buried under a shit name and a shit gimmick. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you, formerly known as Peter, or Pete Dunne, as most of you would remember him as. Peter! Peter! What have you done? What have you done? Pete Dunne, what has happened? Butch, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Dunne is now known as Butch. And Butch has arrived on SmackDown. I can see it now. WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief, the WWE Universal Champion, going up against Butch. Buried, man. He's buried with a name like that. You ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. Just find us a Luke and we got Bushwhackers 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. My God. My days. What is going on? He's teaming up with Ridge, the Neckbreaker Holland, and Sheamus. Because the next match, we had Sheamus, we have Ridge Holland, we have the New Day. Obviously, Butch is ringside. See where this is going. 6-man tag for WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston, Big E, Xavier Woods. That's what the plan was until a botched belly to belly on the outside. Now people can complain, yeah, Rich Holland might be green, but it's not his fault. These things happen. Just go back, look in the history. I mean, one example, Owen Hart dropping Austin on his head. Owen Hart, one of the best wrestlers ever. It can happen to him. It can happen to anybody. Anyone can make these mistakes. It's professional wrestling. They all know what they're doing. They all know why they're getting in. They all know the risks. This can happen to any of them at any given moment. It's a lottery. Terrible one at that. And I hope and pray for Big E's recovery. It was a nasty landing. And bang goes any plans they had for this feud, this match for WrestleMania. I don't know what they're going to do with Butch. Just brought him up, giving him a shit name, and now just to put him in this group for feud with the New Day at WrestleMania. And the feud's dead now. Now what do we do, ladies and gentlemen? Now what do they do? You just got to say, yeah, hope and prayers for his recovery, really. Anyway, next part of the show, Sami Zayn is backstage and is shown a clip of TMZ with Johnny Knoxville flying his number on a plane over LA, I think it was. I'm enjoying this Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn little feud. It's not too bad, actually. It's quite creative. Johnny Knoxville's been entertaining. And it's going to be, I'm looking forward to see what they do at WrestleMania. Actually, something I'm interested in. And we've got the whole Drew McIntyre, Slappy, Dead Food, Moss, whatever is going on with them. And I'm not looking forward to that for WrestleMania. Where the whole thing here, where there was supposed to be a 6-man tag player, McIntyre and the Raiders going against where it was supposed to be Slappy, Dead Food, and Jinder with Shanky in the corner, but it didn't happen because there was an attack backstage and Drew McIntyre, they all run to the ring, attack Drew McIntyre while he's waiting for the Raiders who have got attacked backstage. And yeah, they beat Drew down for a bit. Then Drew somehow manages to fight back like a superhero that he is. Whips out his sword, swings it around a bit, and they all back away. Well, Slappy does anyway. Slappy Corbin runs away. The rest of them get beaten down. 7-foot giant, Jinder Mahal, and Dead Food Moss all get beaten down. And it's just a joke, man. No one's interested in this feud. No one cares about any of it. No one's interested in some guy dressing up as William Wallace, swinging some sword around that he's never going to use. No one cares about Slappy, Dead Food. No one cares about Jinder. It's just dead. No one wants to see this. None of them are that interesting. They've been jobbed out, all of them. Nobody cares. Dead fucking crap gimmicks. It's just shit. Absolute shit. Talk about shit. The build for the tag team championships, or the Smackdown tag team championships. Boogs, ladies and gentlemen. Defeated Uso. Rick Boogs. My God. Rick Boogers. Shaky Nakamura. And it was dreadful. They first of all did some surfing little thing, like they went surfing. It was like some reality show thing where they were talking to him after. It was just crap TV. Not interested at all. After the attack, Pegleg Pete comes walking out to the ring. Usos are in the ring. Not interesting at all for the Usos. Why are the Usos getting this shit? I want to see Usos versus RK Bro. That would be a great match at WrestleMania. Not this. Their tag team divisions suck balls. Usos are the only one decent team they have on SmackDown. RK Bro actually growing me on Raw. They're actually quite entertaining. I wouldn't mind seeing those two go against each other. That would actually be a good match. But we're not getting that. We're getting Rick Boogs, Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Usos at WrestleMania, because Rick Boogs defeated one of the Usos, one of the bloodline. How could that happen? My days, what is going on? Intercontinental Championship rematch. Ricochet defeated Sami Zayn. It was actually a good match. Two good in-ring performers. I enjoyed it. Ricochet goes over clean this week after last time the distraction from Knoxville. But yeah, it was a good match. But before the match happened, that was the best bit. Before the match actually took place, was the most interesting part of this match. With Austin Theory being ringside, getting in Pat McAfee's face once again after he slapped him last week. He slaps him again this week. But this time, the reaction from Pat McAfee is what we all wanted to see last week. Jumps over the table and beats the shit out of Austin Theory. This was brilliant. This was an actual natural reaction, something that we don't get on this, on Smackdown, on Raw. It's all of it. It's just so staged and scripted. Like, I even forgot to talk about the Ronda Rousey promo interfered by Charlotte. That was just scripted crap. Just no emotion, no nothing. No, it's not natural at all. I mean, I loved it. I loved how he jumped over the table and beat the shit out of him. And then it had to be split up by Michael Cole got involved. That's what you want. He was trying to pull his partner away. He was brilliant. Michael Cole in it all. Pat McAfee was really good. And yeah, I'm really interested in now to... What the fuck? Sorry about that. All things going wrong here today. Yeah, I'm really interested to see Pat McAfee beat the shit out of Austin Theory. It's going to be good to watch. That was pretty much the end of the show after the Intercontinental title match. Ricochet defeating Sami Zayn. We did get a bit of a brawl backstage by a car with Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. They're really trying their best to hype this match up. I do like Charlotte Flair. She is a good performer, but the shit they give her to say, same with Ronda Rousey, is just so terrible. Like, give them something better. They deserve better. The scripted crap they're made to say is just terrible. It's just repetitive crap. It's the same old shit every single time for Charlotte. They don't give her anything new to say. It's just rinse and repeat for every woman that she faces. She deserves better because in ring, she is brilliant. She looks like a star. She performs like a star. She just doesn't talk like one. Mate, I know she's not allowed to. If she was allowed to be given the freedom to say what she wanted to say, it'd be a hell of a lot better. In my opinion. Ronda needs all the help she can get. And the help she's getting ain't right. She either needs someone to talk for her, or she needs to go and get some acting lessons. Because she's so stiff, so wooden, so bad that, yeah, you're exposing her. Why would you do that to Ronda Rousey? She's supposed to be one of your top female stars. Why would you expose her and make her look shit? Makes no sense. Help her out, please. The brawl was okay. I did enjoy that. But, yeah, they need help. They need a lot of help. So did this show. Without Roman Reigns, without the tribal chief, without your head of the table, without your universal champion, this show is just not the same, ladies and gentlemen. And let's be honest. The show is overshadowed by one thing, and one thing only. Butch. Butch. Butch!